and I'm a personal trainer in Bath, and I'm here to take us through a full body, no equipment workout. All we need is a space the size of my mat and some water. There's options along the way you can take, so there's some very low impact options, but you can also build the intensity if you'd like to, completely optional as we go. So we're going to get straight in with our warm up. Starting off, we're going to take some rolls through our spine. So standing up, feet underneath your hips, little bend in your knees, just tucking the belly in, tucking the chin in, and then just rolling through the shoulders, through the upper back, the lower back, all the way down slowly. Just relax at the bottom, let everything go, and then slowly rolling back up. Through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing your head up last. And again, chin in, shoulders forward, upper back, mid back, and then your lower back. And slowly back up. Head up last again, and then we'll do that one more time. Okay, next one, we're going to go straight into some butt kicks. So, kicking your bum, little jog on the spot. Or if you don't want impact, we can step, we can pull our heel towards our bum, and we can get our arms involved as well to get more movement through our body. So you've got those two options, either a jog with those kicks, bringing the heels right up to the back of your body. Okay, next one, coming to the side of your mat. We're going side to side with our legs. Arms are going to come one way and then the other. So just getting our shoulders moving. Okay, next one, we are sinking our hips into a squat. From there, we're going to lift our hips, fold over, and then come back into that squat. So we're staying low, we're warming up through our hips. As we come down into that squat, we're going to lift the chest up. Keep a little bend in the knees if you need to. If your hamstrings are getting in the way, stay bent in those knees. If you want to, you can get more of a straightness through your legs. Okay, just one more of these. And then next one, we're going for a walk out into a plank. So standing tall, bring your hands down to the floor, weight over the hands as we walk out. Hitting the plank strong. You can lower down to the knees if you'd like to. Stepping one foot forward, and we're adding a twist. Other leg comes forward towards the hands. Same arm as leg, lift up, and then walking back in. And again, so walking forward, stepping one leg forward, same arm as leg, keeping the back as straight as you can as you twist, and then walking back in. We'll go one more of those. And then walking back in. Okay, final one. This is going to come up in our warm up, in our session. So we want to send our hips back, little bend at the knees, and then bring the hips back in. So as we send the hips back, we want to get the stretch down the back of our legs. We're going to keep our spine really straight. Hands come to the temples, hips to the back of the room. So movement's coming from the hips rather than the knees. And we don't want to let our back round here. Think about squeezing your shoulders together at the back of your body. Okay, wherever we are, one more. All right, we're going to go into the main event. So, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds rest. And we're going to go a couple of rounds on similar exercises, but there's some options you can take if you want to make them more difficult along the way. So we're going to get started with a regular squat. So feet are just wider than hips, toes slightly turned out, and let's go. So sitting the hips back and down, aiming to get the hips to around knee height. And we're going to take our time on the way down, and then come up that little bit quicker. So chest stays up, that's going to put less pressure on your back. Good. Weight in the heels, so we don't want to put it in the balls of our feet. That will take it into our knees. Getting the muscles activating more, pushing into the heels of our feet. Okay, we've got 10 more seconds on this one. 3, 2, and take a little rest. Okay, so that warm-up exercise we did at the end there, those deadlifts, we're going to do them, but we're going to try and do them on one leg. So we're going to send one leg back and bring that knee up. So hips come backwards, and then we drive the knee forward. Let's give it a go. So one leg up. We will switch to the other side shortly. If you want to do these on two legs like we did in the warm-up, you're very welcome to. Core stays tight. Belly button towards the spine. Back long and straight. And then still focusing on sending the hips back. Okay, if we switch legs. So as we do these, we want to focus on the glute of that supported leg. That's where we're getting the support from in that leg and the knee. And that's where we get the movement from. It's that glute squeezing forward to drive our hips back to the start position. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so there are two exercises. We've got the option, if we want to make them a little bit harder. You can stay exactly as we did. If you want to make it harder, we add a knee to our squats. Let's go. If you want to make it even harder than that, we add one squat jump, then one knee. So still making sure we're pushing into our heels in those squats, even when we add the jump. Get some nice height as we take off. So now as we're jumping, just make sure that those knees aren't caving in. We want to keep them out in line with our toes. That's going to get our glutes more. Okay, we've got 10 more seconds of this one. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, back to those deadlifts. Same thing again, or we can add a lunge. So on one leg, we're going one deadlift, one lunge. Okay, ready to go in 3, 2, and 1. Hips back, drive the knee forward. Step that same leg back, same leg comes up. So as we go into that lunge, keeping the feet hip width apart, keeping the hips square to the front, bending both knees to 90 degrees. Oh, can't look at the camera when I do that. Okay, switch sides. So lunge, one deadlift. Always sticking with just the deadlifts, whether that's single leg or both legs, if you want that bit more support. For your balance, I really need to stop looking at the camera. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, round 3. We know the options. We're going to make them as challenging as we can and repeat it one more time. So back to our squats. You've got the knee lift, you've got the jump as options. Let's go. So don't forget, we can just stay in that squat. If you want to make it harder, take even longer on the way down before you come up. Okay, we've got 15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, back to those deadlifts. Option for the lunge, option for 2 legs, or for 1 leg. If you're on 2, we're doing what we did in the warm-up. Okay? 3, 2, and 1. Send the hips back. Squeeze the hips forward, either on one leg or on two. If you're on one leg, you've got that option to lunge and then deadlift. Hips back, squeeze them forward, back stays straight. Switching sides, the knee up, drive back. One side might feel more challenging than the other. Keep that glute working, keep the stability through that supporting leg. 5 seconds, one more round, and have a little rest, good. Okay, we're going to the second part, we're going to some more upper body stuff. So we're going to start off with some press-ups. When we do these, we want to create a triangle with our hands and our head at the bottom of that press-up. So wherever we are, we're either on our toes, on our knees, or we can bring the knees in closer so we're in more hands and knees position. As we come down, our head is coming over our hands, our chest is coming over our hands, and we're ready to go. 45 seconds, wherever you are, press ups, let's do it. So elbows are tucked in, they're in line with the center of our chest at the bottom of that range. Pulling up through your belly, keeping the core strong. Push the floor away. So we've got the options, take them if you need them. Bring it down to your knees, bring your knees in closer. Stay over the hands. Five more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, take a little rest there. Next one, we're going to go into some back extensions. We are lying on our fronts. Arms are coming out in front of us. Chin stays tucked in. We're going to squeeze our glutes, lift the chest, and then lower. Ready to go? 45 seconds, in we go. So squeeze up, squeeze the glutes, lower back lifts our chest. And we want to keep looking at the mat so we're not working through our neck. Trying to keep the legs heavy on the floor so it's just the chest lifting. Okay, we have 10 more seconds. 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, short rest again. Grab a drink at any point. Have extra rest if you want it at any time as well. We're going back to those press-ups. This time, we've got the option, 1 press up, and then 1 jump into a squat. 1 press up, and then jump in. Let's go. We can either stick with those press-ups in whatever position we would like to, or we can do 1 press up. We can shoot the legs in, land with the chest up, shoot the legs back. If you're press upping on your knees and you want to add that in, we can just pop the knees down as we come into that plank. Okay, we've got 15 seconds left here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, back to those back extensions. This time, we're lifting our chest, and then we're pulling our arms to this position as we lift. So we're coming down. We lift, we pull our elbows down, we extend, and then we lower our chest. Let's go. So lift chest, pull the arms, extend the arms, and then lower the chest. Again, keep squeezing your bum. And now as we pull our arms, we want to think about that part of our back, squeezing our arm down. Okay, we've got 15 more seconds of this one. Really squeeze down, pull it. 3, 2, and 1. All right, final round of these exercises. We go back to those press ups. We've got that option again to jump the legs in to that squat if we'd like to. We can stick in that box press up with our knees in closer as well. Really focus on pushing through the front. Try and take it away from your arms, get that bigger muscle working. So wherever we are, 45 seconds, in we go. Keeping those elbows pulled in. We're not out here, we're in. Elbows come slightly back. Much nicer on the shoulders. Chest comes over the hands, push the floor away. 15 more seconds. Take whatever option you need. Last 3, 2, and 1. I've just realised I didn't do the jumps. Hopefully you were. I'm not thinking straight. If you're jumping the legs in, well done. Okay, we're going for our final round. Back to those back extensions. Option to pull the arms in if you'd like to, or you can just stick with them how they were. Are we ready? Lying down. Squeezing the glutes. Chin tucked in. Lift, pull. Reach out and lower. Keep breathing. Keep the focus. We're not working our neck. We're working our back. Take your time with it. 15 more seconds. Push through. Okay, final 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, last few exercises. We're going for mountain climbers. So we're hitting a plank position. We're keeping the belly lifted in that position there. And the shoulders are staying right over our hands. From there, we're driving the knees up to the chest. And we're ready to go. 45 seconds. So we can take this at whatever speed we'd like. We can take it slow. We can move it quicker. If you are moving it quicker, just make sure the body isn't rocking as we go. Keep the shoulders over the hands, the weight over the hands. Drive the knees up. If you don't like this, we can stay holding that plank. We can tuck the tailbone, squeeze the glutes, pull up through the belly, and just practice that plank hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, next one. We're going to go to a reverse burpee. So, I'm a big fan of a burpee. For these ones, we're coming onto our back. We're going to try and roll up, get a bit of momentum, and stand. So it's a lot of work coming from our core to pull you up. Let's give it a go. So you might need to use your hands to give you a little bit of assistance. That's absolutely fine. Try and lift up as quick as you can. Snatch the feet underneath you. You might need to cross your legs if your hip mobility is just a little bit more difficult to work with. Snap your feet under. If you don't like these, we can keep our knees over our hips. We can go to some crunches, just keeping the chin tucked in, keeping the belly button pulling towards the floor. We don't want to let the back arch off the floor at all. Okay, we're almost there on this one. And have a little rest. Okay, we're going back to those mountain climbers. You can stick with them how they were. If you want to up the intensity, we can take them to some switch climbers. So one foot comes towards the hand. We then jump up and switch legs and try and land at the same time. You ready? Let's go. So push and land. Belly button pulling up towards the spine still. Keeping the core tight. Or we're in those mountain climbers. We're bringing the knees to the chest. Or we're just holding that plank. We've got loads of options here. Just take what feels good for your body. You might be taking these mountain climbers really slow. Thinking about the control. Thinking about how you're using your core. 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, back to our reverse burpees. This time, if you want to up the intensity, we're adding a jump at the top. So coming onto our backs, ready to go. In 3, 2, and 1. So if you want to, we're adding a jump at the top. Can you not use your hands? Can you get that pull through your core to snatch it up quicker? So it's like a little squat jump at the top. Landing in that squat, and then just rolling slowly onto your back, protecting the spine. Okay, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. We're back over. One more round, and then we are there. 45 on one, 45 on the other. Let's get ready to go. Final set, switch climbers, mountain climbers. We've got those options, let's go. So knees to the chest. Slow, fast, or foot towards the ankle, push and switch. You can take these slow, or you can take these fast. We have so many choices here. You can add a little bounce in between if that helps you. Just make sure that the core is staying tight. We're pushing into the heel of the front foot as we switch. Hips in line with the body in that plank. Tug the tailbone. Belly button towards the spine, squeeze the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we've got one more. Last lot of those reverse burpees. And if you want to up the intensity, I love a tuck jump. We're going to add some tuck jumps in there. As we come up, bringing the knees up to your chest. Are you ready? Last push. Coming up. Big explosive jump. Okay, keep the focus. You can stick with those regular crunches if you would rather. Okay, we have 15 more seconds. Can you keep those tuck jumps going all the way to the end? If you want to, you can stand and then you can add the jump. Ooh, legs lining. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's have a stretch. We did great there. Ooh. Lying down on our backs, bring the arms and the legs out straight. Deep breaths in. Open up across the length of your body. Okay, let's stretch out through our glutes. So we're taking one foot onto the knee. You can either hold it there. If you want to make it more intense in that glute, we hug the leg, we pull it towards our chest, and we get that stretch on the outer glute there. Through the hip, just hold it in that position. Deep breaths in. Okay, just placing the feet down, bringing them to one side, lowering your knees, and then looking over the opposite shoulder, getting the twist through your spine. Bringing the knees back in, and we'll switch sides. So other foot, that one, other foot over the other knee, hugging the leg in to wherever feels comfortable. You might not quite be able to get your hands around your leg. If so, just hold it there. Try and pull that leg towards you as much as you can. Drive that knee into the ankle. Just keeping that top foot flexed for it to be much nicer on that knee. And again, placing those feet down, lowering the knees to the side. I'm going the other way, that way. Looking over the opposite shoulder. You might not be able to get the knees all the way down, that's fine. Just go to where feels comfortable for you. Bringing both feet back up. Extending one leg out straight, or as straight as you can. Pushing the heel to the ceiling. And then just easing that leg towards your chest as much as your hamstring allows. Getting that stretch through the back of your thigh. Now if you want to make this more intense, you can straighten the bottom leg if you'd like to. Alright, bending that leg, switching sides. The other leg comes up. Bending the knee if you need to. Try and get it as straight as you can. I got all the way through the workout before my dog started barking to come back in. I knew it was too good to be true. Again, you can extend that bottom leg if you'd like. Okay, coming on up. Swiveling over. And we're taking one foot forward, tucking the tailbone under, sinking the hips down, keeping that knee over the front ankle. And then we'll bring the opposite arm over the front so we get the opening through that shoulder. And switch sides, other foot forward, tuck the tailbone, sink the hips down, and the other arm just reaches across. We don't want our shoulder to move here, keep the shoulder back, just bring the arm to where you feel that opening across the front. Okay, coming up to standing, picking up one foot, stretching out through the front of the thigh, keeping the knees close together. Just tuck the tailbone under. If you want more of a stretch here, think about sending your toes of that foot that's up towards the floor. So that little tweak will get more of a stretch through the front of the thigh. I'm certainly warm and sweaty. Okay, switch sides. Other foot up. If you want some support, grab a wall. Keeping the knees close. You don't want to be all the way up here. Lift up as much as you can. Okay, standing feet underneath the hips, reaching the arms up, shoulders down, and then just easing your body to the your arms to the side so you get the stretch down the side of your body. Lifting up and lengthening the other way, just keeping that top shoulder back so we're not rounding forward as we reach over. Okay, elbows behind the hips, squeezing the elbows in, opening up across the chest, looking up if it feels alright on your neck, or just keeping the gaze forward. just taking a slight bend to your knees, elbows come onto the knees, and then think about lifting up through your back. Tuck the chin in, looking through the legs. And then slowly rolling up, bring your head up last. Thank you so much for joining me for that one. Sure, you did excellently. Well done for making it all the way through. Do ask me any questions on this. Like I said, if you've got any injuries you're not sure about, if anything didn't feel comfortable, you're welcome to get in touch with me. My name's Burt, and yeah, thank you for joining me. Well done.